Okay, now this dog, I put her on a fairly long, it's actually 2 leashes put together, because she had never been leash trained. In other words, if she took a step and accidentally stepped on the leash, she would freeze and stop moving. And she can freeze for quite a while. I've had to pick her up and move her sometimes because she can't unfreeze. And it's fear. I used to think that she had epilepsy, but it isn't that. Because I noticed as she learns, she gets more comfortable. So I think I've already shown you where you throw the treats to her and then let her practice moving with the leash until she gets used to it. And she soon figures out that if she has a little snag, you know, like if her foot gets stuck on the leash, it's not worth messing around with, and she'll go for the treat. She's really much better. So I'm going to pick up this leash. I'm going to take her outside. And a dog like this, she can't walk on the leash. She hates the leash pulling her. So I'm going to throw a treat down and let her go find it. And this is really the only way I can show her to go out of the door right now. I can't call her, and she's afraid to come when called. Although with the hand signal she's learning, it's much easier. 10 times easier. And she's looking for it. Okay, I'm going to throw another one right there. There it went. She saw it. So now I have a long enough leash I can go shut the door without really pulling on her or giving any extra commands. So if I'm teaching a dog to walk on leash, that's all I'm focusing on. If the dog barks, I'm not going to correct her. Or, you know, this one's definitely not going to bark. So I'm going to use my hand signal and show her where I'm going to throw the treat. And so I want her to get used to following my hand. So like if I point to the crate and throw a treat in the crate, she'll know she's supposed to go get the treat. So I throw it. And she goes in the right direction, finds the treat. If she forgets, then I'll point to it again. And we'll just take her like this. Wow, she's walking on her own. Amazing. She always does right around here. She likes going out. For some reason, she enjoys walking around the garage. Maybe it's because she likes to smell the trash cans around here. I don't know. But they're gone. I put them out. Oh no, she's going to take me through the middle here. Okay. No, she didn't. Good. But I could throw a treat to make sure she doesn't. She's doing much better. A couple days ago, I took her out and she froze completely, and I had to pick her up and carry her back to the house. She wouldn't even take the treats. She was just too afraid. Oh, did you see her get stuck on the leash there? Uh-oh, now she wants to go to the neighbor's house. This is where she froze the last time. So let's see. See how far ahead of me she is? And she doesn't like to be pulled. That's why I have a really long leash, so she has a little bit of freedom. So I'm not treating her. She's going this way because she wants to. Oops, I don't know if you could hear that. But anyway, I'm not treating her. She's going where she wants to go. But since this is where she got frozen last time, right over there by that boat, I don't want her to really go that way. What I really want to do, and the whole purpose of leash training, is to control the movements of the dog. So when she looks around at me, I can say yes and throw her a treat. I'm not pulling back. Yes! And I threw her a treat because she looked around in my direction. So what I'm doing is encouraging her to look in my direction. Whoops, there went the camera. Too many... Alright, let's see how long she stays over here. I'm going to wait for her to look if she will. And then reinforce. Looking at the neighbors. Sharpei? Yes! Okay, I'm going to... Oops, she didn't see that. So she's not good at finding trees. She has to see them. Or she'll totally overlook them. I think she was not ever expecting good things in life, so she doesn't know to look for good things. Sharpei! Okay, she didn't respond, so I'm not going to punish. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but she is actually shaking quite a bit. She's afraid. Now, for some reason I only have so many treats in my pocket. So what I want to do is encourage her to come back toward the house so we can end this walk on a high note, and I don't want to have to pick her up. Sharpei? But she's not responding at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk towards her. I don't want to give her any more slack to walk forward, so I'm actually pulling the leash toward me and gathering it up in a big pile. That way I can approach her without letting her have more free rein. Then I'm going to show her that there's a treat available if she just follows my hand. And see, she is interested. And this is a really good way to kind of help her go back to the house. She wants to go this way. Well, that would be okay if she goes the right way. But I don't like the trajectory that she's on, so I'm going to fix her foot there real quick. And I'm going to try to entice her to come back to the house. So next time she looks in this direction, I'll offer her another treat. Yes, there we go. She knows the word yes that means that she did something right. But see how she's starting to freak out a little bit and the treats don't matter anymore. In other words, I always say, if somebody broke into your house and offered you a cookie, would you eat? I don't think so, because when you're really petrified, you don't want to eat. You just want the burglar to get out. So if she's afraid, there's some little kids about a half an acre away from here, and she's afraid of them. Now she's starting to shake, so if she does freeze up, may as well get it on camera, I guess, here. Now she looked in my direction. I could have said yes if I wanted to, but what I'm going to try to do is get her to come up. Alright, well, I'm going to turn this off because she's really afraid, and I want to give her my full attention and not have to hold the camera. So hopefully I'll show another video tomorrow where she's doing much better.